Hey you guys, welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful, you guys. First and foremost, you guys, there has been an incident. Someone tried pretending to be me. So the very first thing I want to tell you is be careful. I think we've gotten to the point where people are going to try to pretend they're me and try to charge you guys. If it's not in the description below in these videos or in my main Instagram, whether it's my personal Instagram, Vasquez_Garcia97, or my main Instagram, which is just Raphaelsinsights, you guys, if it's not those, if you're not getting any information from those links in those bios, you guys, that's not me. You guys, be careful. My name is Raphaelsinsights. It's not Raphaelsinsights_123 or nothing. It's Raphaelsinsights on my IG and basically on everything. And my Snapchat, it's just Ralph, RAL3H. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for the belief, the trust that you guys put in me. And as well, you guys, please like all my videos. Please, if you watch my video, like it. And then this video, you guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to include everybody. I'm trying to include every country, every place that I can think of. The movement of energy and everywhere, you guys. I know everyone wants to know what's going on, what's going to come in. I know I've had other people who follow me from different countries, but I just haven't figured out a way to incorporate you guys in here. And that's what I'm going to try to do in this video. So if I miss something that you want to know about your country, if I miss something that you want to know of where you live, you guys, comment it. Put that question in the comment section below. Please, not your questions about your future, but about what you want to know about your country. Where is it headed? What's coming in that sense? I do lives where I answer questions for everybody, your personal questions about your future. So tune in on that. It's on the weekends. If you don't know when I do that, you guys, all you got to do is go to my bio or to my account, and there's a little bell that you could turn on and it'll notify you whenever I post videos, whenever I go on live, whenever I post whatever I post, you guys. But I don't want to make this intro too long. I really just wanted to keep it under a minute, but there was a lot to talk about. Let's get started with the video, you guys. Let's go straight to the video, you guys. The justice all around the world, when I looked into every single country, every single país, Europe, Asia, North America, South America, Australia, everywhere, you guys, it's very politically moving, a lot of political movement everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And what does that tell me? We're not the only ones. Just because we're in the US, we have all this going on, all this violence and chaos, we're not the only ones. Someone is moving around, doing stuff around the other countries without everyone noticing. Everyone's focused on what's going on in the US, but there's going to be atentados, there's going to be terrorist attacks on people's lives, terrorist attacks in general all around the world. I see terrorist attacks in Spain, terrorist attacks in the UK, terrorist attacks in Australia, terrorist attacks in Latin America, the US, Mexico, and for world leaders, deaths of ex-politicians, ex-governors, governors, people that have been in political power or that are in political power, world leaders, especially every single world leader, the Queen Elizabeth, the president of Mexico, the ex-president, and the current new one that's going to take control, vice president, in Latin America as well. A lot of atentados. And right when we look in that and we see all that, what do I realize is that this is all being planned, you guys. There's something going on, something movement. It's the people that are truly in power are removing people in power, and that's why we see a lot of downfall, and we're going to continue to see a lot of downfall. Even Putin has someone attempting to take his life. On top of which, a lot of these deaths are going to be more health related deaths, but it's because, again, you guys, there's things that people can do and make it look like it was a health issue. And that's all I will say. For the US specifically, what's gonna happen in the US politically? Politics are completely changing, you guys. As soon as Biden gets into office, everything completely starts to change. Biden keeps his word. He starts movement of the things that he wants to do, getting back into that law with nature, getting back into respecting nature, getting back into protecting nature, the US being involved with protecting nature, protecting our world. Laws for immigration start to roll out, laws for women's rights. There's a lot of, everything starts changing, you guys. Even help economically starts coming our way. Help economically starts coming our way right away. As soon as he gets in, he starts moving all that energy that quick, you guys. But what's going to happen with Trump? Trump right away, you guys, he has a lot of negative things coming his way. He has a trial. He is going to be in court very often. There's a lot of things coming down on him. His businesses all over the world, people start to let go of business deals with him. People start trying to distance themselves from associating with him. And even for his family, a lot of their economical state is going to completely fall, and he's going to drag down a lot of people. The people that were associated with him are going to want to distance themselves, are gonna want to get away from him, are gonna want to just say like, oh, he made me do it, I didn't want to be a part of this, but I was a part of it and I apologize. They're gonna try to play the victim card. They're gonna try to play the apologizing card, but it's not gonna work, you guys. The world is not gonna forget who they associated themselves and what happened and what's gonna happen, because a lot of violence. I see blood all over the street, you guys. Terrorist attacks, a building exploding in the United States. I see a lot of they have been trying to infiltrate and see what's going to happen during the inauguration. After the inauguration, there's a lot of violence that's going to happen, a lot of racism, to the point where I even see people hung. Old school racism comes back. All over the world, truths being exposed, corruption being exposed, a lot of violence all over the world, a lot of anger. People are upset, and a lot of protesting all over the world. I see protests in Spain. I see protests in Asia, in Latin America, in the US, in just all over the world. Protests. The only places that I really don't see a lot of movement in protests is Australia and Canada, but mostly every other place is just going to be a lot of protests, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration. But with politicians, a lot of truths, a lot of corruption is going to be exposed. In Europe, religion. The Pope, I've already told you that there's going to be a new Pope. I see a new Pope. This Pope is not lasting very much longer. There's something dark following this Pope, especially if you notice what he's doing. He gave rights to people in the church. He gave more rights to women. They're right there. The people who really control religion, they don't like that. And that's why I'm telling you that I see something negative that's going to happen to the Pope. Whether they say it's health related or somebody takes him out, he has an atentado too. He has a terror attack on his life as well. Truths do not exclude religion. Truths from religion, truths from the Vatican, truths from people in power in the Vatican are going to be exposed to. What have they been doing with kids? Rape with kids, and just a bunch of very heavy truth is going to be exposed. The hangman, like I've already said, I see people being hung in the United States. So you guys, please be careful. A lot of hate crime, a lot of mass shooting, a lot of anger focused on the minorities. And this isn't just with the Black community. This is with everyone that is not of their same skin color. I will say that much, or the same belief even, you guys. With this card right here for Trump, what it's saying is that he's not going to know what to do. He already started something. He's not going to be able to control it. His followers are not going to stop, even though he says it. They're very upset and they're very dedicated and they want to help him, but they don't realize that they're actually doing much more damage. With this card right here, what it's saying is Trump is going to not know what to do, because he is going to face a lot of legal repercussion. Why? One, because of the Capitol, and then two, because of the deaths that are about to happen. I do see death with politicians, a lot of death with politicians, a lot of politicians resigning, a lot of truths being exposed in that sense. But Trump, he's not going to know what to do, and I do see him fleeing the country. I've already told you I see him fleeing the country. I see his death, and I also see jail, maybe even all three, you guys. But with this card right here, it's saying that all over the world, for people who have associated themselves with him, the Trump administration and the Trump empire, business and all that, they're going to start leaving him. They're going to start getting repercussions as well for even associating with themselves with them. It's going to start ruining business, because people are going to be very upset with what this man did, and also why they associated themselves with someone who was like that. Everyone is going to receive repercussions of the association with Trump administration, even in the own even in the own family, even in the own Trump. With the hangman, Trump is definitely not going to know what to do. Trump is going to be very just like like a cockroach without their head, running around, just not knowing what to do, not knowing how to solve the business issues, because his businesses, I've already told you, they're spiraling down with him. This card right here, what it's saying is he's not going to know what to do, because he is going to face a lot of legal repercussions, and he's not going to be able to pardon himself from it. He's not going to be able to pardon anybody from what happened in the Capitol. Everyone is facing these legal repercussions, as well as those who are going to be arrested during this whole uprising, civil war that's coming. With this card right here, what it's saying is he's not going to have any other choice but to flee the country. I've already told you, death, fleeing the country, prison. Those three things are following him. Those three things, either one of them happens or all three of them happens. But I tell you right now, you guys, for those who are expecting him to run in 2024, he doesn't make it to 2024. His life is actually almost running out. His death is coming, you guys. His death is literally right around the corner. Another thing that this is saying is anyone who associated themselves with Trump politically, business, and other countries are going to face repercussions for associating themselves with Trump, knowing that he was very similar to a dictator. He was very similar to a very bad person in the sense. Whatever, I'm not a political person. I'm not saying this out of my political beliefs. I don't really believe in politics. What I'm saying is what I see. He's going to flee the country. He's not going to have no other choice, because if he doesn't, jail. And maybe he won't even make it to jail. Maybe he just, you guys, there's those three things. I already told you those three things are what's really going to happen with him. In the UK, in Spain, in Mexico, this card right here is going to be very, very following every single leader in those places, just not knowing what to do anymore, not being able to control the coronavirus, not being able to open up. And I don't see countries, and everywhere actually, all around the world, I don't see anyone going back to normal or kind of getting control of COVID-19 till around March, April. So this is still going to continue to get worse. The devil, what it's saying is it's whispering in people's ears. It's going to be very present. We're going to see images of the devil in the sky. We're going to see images of the devil being posted on social media. People seeing weird things in the sky resembling demonic energy, resembling something negative. What this card is saying, it's going to be whispering in everybody's ears, telling them to take matters into their own hands, activating ISIS, activating vengeful revenge from countries to other countries, stuff that wasn't able to happen because COVID-19 started. It's going to be causing those countries to finally take that revenge on the country that they want to take revenge on. It's going to cause tensions between countries to get even worse. And inside each country, in Spain, in Europe, mass shootings, in the US, mass shootings, in the UK, terrorist attacks, in Venezuela, in Latin America, mass shootings. Take matters into your own hands. It's time for us to fight, is what it's going to be whispering in people's ears. And in the most radical, the ears of world leaders, telling them, you are the most powerful. Take part of their land. Attack that country. Civil war wants to start. War wants to start between countries. Economical war, actual war, political war. A new terrorist organization is what the devil wants to create, a new terrorist organization that's going to be retaliating on everything. The temperance. The temperance, not only does it say that it doesn't say peace, balance, and good descending over everyone. It also says lockdown for the US. It says a lockdown that is urged, maybe even mandatory. It's the only way that this new SEPA virus is going to be it's going to be controlled, because it's going to be forced. It's not going to be something that they can just continue to ignore. The SEPA virus is not like the original one. It's more dangerous, more aggressive. Even though they're not saying it, that's what I see, you guys. But what this card is also telling me is new medication starts moving. I definitely don't see the vaccine being the one that stops completely the coronavirus. It's the medication that they discover, or they start pushing out, or starts moving an idea to this medication. But I see a medication moving, and that's really what's going to control coronavirus. It's this medication that's going to be able to stop the symptoms and help those who are really having severe symptoms. This card right here for Honduras, I saw that a lot of people from Honduras was trying to immigrate to another place. what's going on with Honduras is definitely very sad, very, very aggressive, very, very terrible in this time. Not only have they had coronavirus in affecting them, they've had these terrible hurricanes that have destroyed their homes, have destroyed. They're dealing with a lot of poverty. And but I will tell you, Honduras, for everyone, again, I see not only is Biden going to be helping out his own country, he's also going to be helping out other countries. The administration that was in before did not really care about helping other people, did not really care about nothing but themselves. And that's really what it was about. So the temperance, hope, peace, balance starts returning to everybody. But the lockdowns and the states opening back up all over the world, countries opening back up all over the world is not going to be till like around March, April, maybe even June for some countries. In the U.S., everybody coming to protests all over the U.S. In Latin America, people are tired of the help that they lack of. People coming out to the streets wanting to take matters into their own hands. Protests, seeking for help, begging for help. And all over the world, there's protests. In Europe, protests all over the world. A lot of people asking for help. Tired, trying to overthrow their leaders. COVID-19, the death card, just sickness continues to rule every single country. Just the Seppa virus continues to reach the farthest reaches. The Seppa virus is definitely going to reach everybody, and cases are going to continue to rise in the US uncontrollably, and in the UK uncontrollably, in Europe uncontrollably, in Asia it's going to be uncontrollably. It's just going to get out of hand. It's going to continue to get out of hand, and it's not going to be controlled again until around March, April, June. That's when it starts to be controlled and again calm, more balanced. As of right now, these cases are going to continue to rise. Deaths for coronavirus are going to be in the millions, and I saw that it reached 2 million. It's still much higher than that. It's still at least 4 or 5 million deaths. And just how everything is very radical, I chose this card to be the main picture in my video because it's a very radical month. It's a very radical start to the year. A lot of radical events, catastrophes, explosions, an explosion of energy, volcanic eruptions in Latin America, in Mexico, in Hawaii, in Europe, volcanic eruptions just all over the place, fires for Australia, intense weather for Australia. It continues to snow in places where it's not supposed to snow. Very intense snowstorms continue to affect places. I even see it snowing in Mexico. I see it snowing in the US in places where it's not supposed to snow continuously. See, just the weather's going to be very radical. The weather's going to be very aggressive. It's going to continue just how we see everything. The weather reflects it. Earthquakes, I do feel the energy of earthquakes continuing. It's going to be just like last year. We're going to continually have earthquakes in every single month, some weaker, some stronger. For the US, I don't really feel anything too strong. I feel it 3, 4, 5. In Mexico, I feel it more like 4, 5, 6. And in Latin America, I feel stronger earthquakes for you. Latin America, you keep getting bombarded by so many things because a lot of change is coming to Latin America, to Venezuela, Honduras, to all of Latin America. There's a lot of change coming politically. You guys are going to rise and come out of that hole that you've been in for a long time. This card right here just says that the energy is moving, and when everything is so radical, it'll continue to move. It'll continue to move very radically too. So weather is going to continue to be very radical. One of the biggest things that I did see was migrant workers fearing that they're not going to be able to get the vaccine because they have migrated to another country to work. The conflict is that country going to vaccinate them? And again, remember, this is the year of the immigrant. A lot of positive things are happening for immigrants. So yes, I do see them being vaccinated. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for everything. You guys, thank you so much for watching Raphael's Insights. You guys, please don't cut off my head. That was the first time I tried to incorporate literally as many places as I could. If I talked about your country and you want me to touch bases on something specifically, you guys submit it in the comment section. Ask me about your country. Ask me about what you want to know about the future of your country, about whatever you want to know about. Just submit it, and I will look into it. It will definitely help me out, especially in the other countries, because I don't really know everything that's going on in the other countries. And the U.S. it's the easiest because it's so easy because I live there. I know what's going on in the U.S. I see everything. I know everything that's going on in the U.S. But I don't really expand myself to the other countries and predict for the other countries as much as I should. Every once in a while, I'll throw stuff here and there for them. But right now, what I really want to focus on is including as many people as I can, as many countries as I can. I know a lot of people. I know I've had followers from different backgrounds, from different countries. So definitely, you guys, if I didn't touch something that you want to know, that you've been worried about, the future of that country, submit it. Put it in the comment section below, and I'll definitely, it'll help me with the direction of where I'm trying to go with this. But please don't cut off my head. It was my first time, and please like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Like the video, you guys. It will help me a lot. Thanks for your support. But if you like the video, you guys, it'll help me a lot with views, with growing. And you guys, let's grow together. We're growing together, you guys. As you see, a lot of people have seen where I went from like the past to where I am now, you guys. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for everything. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'll see you for the predictions for February 2021.